What is up, Poke Peeps and Masters? It is time for the 21st Annual World Martial Arts Tournament! What is up, guys? It's Russ here, PokeRuss here, and we're here for another Deck Tech Tuesday. Deck Tech Tuesday is a series where I go over a deck either created by me and my crew, or submitted by you guys, and of course, if it's submitted by you guys, all credit goes to you. So this deck was actually submitted over on my Discord by ProCookies. So my Discord is growing, so if you want to head over there and submit a deck, or you can just even see the deck submitted, or just chat about different things going on in any of the card games we play, or Monster Hunter, or anything we talk about on the channel. We have a big gaming community, or we have a growing community over there on Discord, and we're always interested in having more over there, so let's get into it. So we have an announcer deck profile today. So this is, like I said, this was submitted over on Discord by ProCookies. This is what he uses, I believe, as locals. I think that's what he said he uses it. But it's a little bit of a different variant. This uses a lot of the World Martial Arts tournaments, almost kind of like all of them. Not really all of them, but he just got into the game. I believe he said a little, not too long ago. So this is his deck, and if you want to leave some comments in the comment section down below, if you think there's anything you can add to the deck, change the deck, stuff like that, let me know. So let's go over the deck, and we're going to go over the strategies in the deck. First, we have our leader, the announcer, which I think is a cool concept. I do like leaders being sometimes non-battle-y figures that kind of, you know what I mean? And he is the first time we're introduced to this brand new concept that we're going to get very used to, which is like finisher leaders. So, which is what I'm calling them. Announcer, so you treat all World Tournament in all areas if they have no specific cost. So you can play blue for green and green for red. You can not include any non-World Tournament battle cards in your deck. Once per turn, when you play a World Tournament battle card, draw a card. Then, when you have 4 less life, choose 2 of your energy, switch them back to active mode, and flip this card over. And we got Announcer, Veteran, Referee, Veteran. Okay. So, treat World Tournament in all areas as if they have no specific cost still, and then when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Then choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards with World Tournament. They each gain 5,000 power for the duration of the turn and negate the skill for the duration of the game. So this is the first, like I said, the first time we're seeing a finisher skill, which a finisher skill we're seeing in like Shenron's and stuff like that, where it kind of does its effect. It's negated for the rest of the good game, or it flips back over. So they're what I'm calling finisher leaders. So the word announcer they announced 2 really good super draw engines leaders in the game. Announcer versus Hercule, and they both draw a significant amount of cards. But let's go over the deck itself. So we have the announcer. First, we have 6 counterplays in the deck, or counterattacks, which is pretty neat. We have 4 copies of Announcer Play-by-Play Pro. He's a counterattack. He's good on your opponent's turn, he's good on your turn. First, when you play him on your opponent's turn as a counterattack, obviously he negates the attack, and plays this card. But during your turn, if you play this card, and you have 2 or more World Tournament cards other than this card, you can draw 2 cards. So, when you say you have 2 of these guys on field already, hypothetically, and you play the 3rd, you draw 2 from this, then you draw 1 from your leader. It's just super amounts of plussing. This card is so freaking good as a negate or a draw. You're also running 2 of these Videl Duo Hero. It's another negate, because you're not always going to want to use these as negates. Sometimes you're going to want to use them as draws, and you get to do this early. It's a negate, and then you can probably almost instantly draw with it. And the cool thing is, when you drop this on your opponent's turn, you get the draw of it too. So you get a draw like on your turn or on your opponent's turn, kind of like the Pan deck does, but we have it in the Announcer deck, which is pretty freaking sweet. So this deck has options if you go first or if you go second. Trading Low Sun Goku is good either first or second. We have 3 copies of this in deck. When you play this card, if your leader is World Tournament, your opponent has 5 or more cards in hand, choose one of them. Your opponent chooses one of them and sends them to the drop area. This is good on either player, if you start or if your opponent starts, because obviously they're going to have 5 cards in hand. But obviously, the other option is your pan. You run 1 pan. This is your Self-Awakening, or part of your Self-Awakening package, and you also obviously want to attack with this to get the Self-Awakening, so this is more of a second, you go second kind of thing. Next up is we're playing 4 copies of Toughen Up Chaozu, and 2 copies of Toughen Up Krillin. So I'm going to go over these as kind of like the combos, because they all match up, obviously. That's a pretty cool thing about the World Martial Arts side. I haven't gone over too many of the decks from the World Martial Arts side, just because there's only a couple of them, and they've all just been taking off, and I just don't want to cover the same thing somebody's been covering over and over again, but this is a bit different. Plus, it's been submitted by one of you guys, so I'm glad to go over it and go over the deck as well. So this is a blocker, turn 1 blocker, pretty snazzy. Again, you can play anything for it because of your announcer leader. But once per turn, if Toughen Up Krillin is played in your battle area, draw 1 card, and this card gains 1400 for the duration of the turn. So it becomes, you drop this turn 1, you drop this turn 2. So you go first. This is your other go first option. You drop this, and then turn 2 you drop this. As soon as you drop this, this becomes a 1500. So it's a 1500 turn 1 card. That's absolutely insane. Obviously, you don't get to use this blocker if you attack with it, but I mean, you get a pretty strong attack out of it. And then Toughen Up Krillin. Toughen Up Krillin, if Chaozu is in play in your battle area, this card gains 5000 power and critical. So this becomes a turn 2 2000 critical. Your opponent's probably going to take the critical, because, I mean, 2000 to your opponent's probably 10k leader. I mean, they're going to have to sacrifice 2 to 3 cards to stop that, and it's just hashtag not worth. Like, you know what I mean? So, usually it's just an early crit if you can pull this little sort of combo off. Next, we have 3 copies of Master Shien Martial Meister and Master Roshi Martial Meister. You run 3 and 3 of each. Obviously, they're looking at each other. Brothers from another mother. You have turn 1 Barrier. Choose one, once per turn, choose 1 Master Roshi in your battle area and switch it to rest mode and draw a card. And you have Master Roshi, which is also Barrier. Once per turn, choose 1 Martial Meister in your battle area, switch to rest mode and draw a card. So, if say you had a pretty active, say you drop, we're gonna say you drop like Goku turn 1 or something, or whatever. Turn 2, you can drop this, you can drop this, tap them both to draw 2 cards, and I mean, you have two guys in your battle area. Though they're weaker, you can, like, you know what I mean? Like, it gives you those 2 cheap options. You just drew 2 cards, plus whichever one you played first, you drew an extra card there. Then, if it's like 3rd turn when you do this, you also drop one of these, and you drop one of these, and you get 2 more draws. This deck is full of draws, and it's absolutely insane. That's why he's playing 3s instead of 4s and stuff like that. There's a couple numbers that I would think about going up, like maybe the Krillin going up a little bit, but I think it's good as well. He's playing 2 copies of Awkward Situation Trunks and 2 copies of Awkward Situation Odazuki. So this one's one of the more common combos used in almost every World Martial Arts deck. Once per turn, if Awkward Odazuki is in your battle area, place this card at the bottom of your deck, or place it at the bottom of your deck. If your leader is World Martial Arts Tournament, choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. And then Onazuki says if you have a Trunks in play in your battle area, you can play this Onazuki and not pay its cost from your hand, which is super nice. So, turn 2, you drop this, you play this for free, and then you send this to bottom of deck, KO their guy. Pretty standard, pretty awesome, pretty strong. This is one of the combos that really makes the any World Martial Arts leader really powerful. Next is the other standard combo that you see in World Martial Arts decks. You run 3 and 3 of Test of Strength Goku and Test of Strength Oob. So, Test of Strength Goku. When you play this card, if your leader is World Martial Arts Tournament, you may choose 1 Test of Strength Oob from your hand and play it. If you do both cards, gain plus 5,000 for the duration of the turn. So, play this, they both get plus 5,000, so they both become 20,000, which is absolutely huge. And when you play Test of Strength Son Goku in your battle area, choose 2 of your... When you play this card, if Test of Strength Goku is in your battle area, choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards with 20,000 power or less and place them at the bottom of the owner's deck. So this gets rid of 2 cards, super strong. You go boop, 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 20,000, 20,000, bam. Super strong, super strong. Next, we're playing one copy of Dark Duo Deborah. It doesn't get its first effect because we don't have the Bobby in the deck, but when you play this card, choose 2 cards in your opponent's hand and send them to Warp. When this card leaves the field, your opponent sends all cards sent to Warp with this card's effect back to hand. Pretty strong, kind of for that end game kind of thing. If you kind of have your board set up, ready to go for a game, you kind of pop them for -2 cards in hand. They might not be battle cards, but they also might be negates. So pretty strong, pretty kind of like a finisher card. Next, you have 2 copies of Showdown Supreme Vegeta and Showdown Supreme Goku. And you can see their little mixed martial arts here with the SPRs here. So, another pretty strong duo. Okay, so, Goku says if the one's triple strike, actually they're both triple strike. I lied. Both are triple strike. If Supreme Vegeta is in play in your battle area, this card gains 10,000 power. When a battle card is placed in your battle cards are placed in the drop area with Supreme Show Cost Vegeta's skill, your leader is World Tournament, activate this skill. If there are no Supreme Gokus in your battle area, you may play this one from your hand. So this one, you play this one first. You use his effect, which we're about to go over, and then you special this. Crazy. So, but this one says if you have the Goku in play, you gain 10,000. So they both become 35,000 triple strike. Crazy. If you play this card and your leader is a World Martial Arts Tournament, choose one of your battle cards other than this card and place it in the drop area. If you do so, your opponent cannot activate blocker for the duration of the turn. So this is definitely one of your end game combos. So what happens is your opponent's doing what they're doing, right? Good time, they're about to finish you off, right? You're like, I don't know, drop this negate, okay? So it stops your attack. Okay, you're done for the turn, and then I'm just like, well, this is still on field. I'm going to pay 5. Play this, sack this, get my draw, if I'm on this side, whatever. And then replay this. Now, you can't activate blocker for the duration of your turn. I have 2 triple strike 35,000. What? What? Absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy. Definitely, definitely have a lot of end game options with this deck. Next, we're just gonna go over like kind of the spelly type battle cards. We have 2 Hidden Power Supreme Kai. This is your Champa of the deck, a little bit better Champa. Well, I don't know if it's better Champa, but it's different Champa and it has different uses. So that's pretty nice, and it has a World Tournament, so that can be used in this deck. It gives any of those other cards, like the Krillin, you can give it Double Strike, so you can have the 20,000 or 30,000 if you combo with this. 30,000 Double Strike critical, and your opponent's just like, what? What? I'm 10,000. I have to combo 2,500 to get over that. 30,000? Boom. You got it. You got it. This makes the Krillin so strong. And other cards, obviously. We're running 2 Battering Lasers because you do play yellow. You can't have yellow in your mana. You will have to pay yellow for this. And if you'll have to have yellow in hand to discard for this. But you're playing, what is it? 4, 6, 12 yellow cards? Yeah, 12 yellow cards. So you're going to have probably 1 in mana. Because all you need is 1 in mana, 1 in hand. And you negate their counter. This allows you to say, okay, this attack isn't being blocked and isn't being countered. Triple strike, dunzo, bunzo. You're playing 1 World Tournament Arena. Field and main switches card to rest mode if your leader is the announcer. Choose 2 battle cards with World Martial Arts and gain 5,000 for the turn. So, boom, super strong, right? And it's 0 cost. So you combo, like again, you combo that with Krillin, you combo that with Chaozu, you combo that with your big end gamers, and it's just like, it's like a reverse M2. You're playing 2 Crusher Balls. Again, you're playing yellow, so might as well play Crusher Balls, plus it gives you that yellow charge. You're playing 2, and it stops your opponent's attacks, obviously, just so you can push to that 5th turn and get that endgame strike off. You're playing 2 Nemises, again, to halt their things. You're pretty much just building up your hand, building up your field, or like building up your hand, just stacks a hand, and saying, when I drop Vegeta, I win. I win the game. 150,000%. Because one, with all the draw in this deck, you're going to have what you need, right? You're going to have the combos in the gate, la da 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 da. You're using the gates throughout the thing to stop them from attacking, do what they're doing, and they're just sitting there. They're maybe potentially even unawakened, probably not. They probably awakened, because lots of awakened in this deck. But you're just sitting there, just like keeping them at bay. And you're just like, boom, donezo. The super combo for the deck they chose was Goku, because you can use it 5, and then you draw a card and gain plus 10,000 power. So, this is the deck, again, submitted by ProCookies. If you like the deck, let me know, and let him know if there's any changes you would make to this World Mart, or this announcer deck in the comment section down below. If you like the deck, or you're like, I didn't actually think about it. I might try this at my local and see how it does. Thanks for joining us for another Deck Tech Tuesday. If you've missed anything this week, we've done a box opening of Lost Thunder. And we're doing a box opening of the brand new, where is it? What is it? We're doing a brand new box opening of the next set of Miraculous Rivals. So that's coming to the channel this week as well. We're actually streaming on Thursday, so tune in, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any action. Hit that, go down to the description box, hit that link to Twitter or Twitch, so you can hit that stream live and watch me open some awesome packs. And there's so many games right now that are just these sets being released right now just physically change the game so much. Set 5 is going to change so much of Dragon Ball. Set Lost Thunder is going to change so much of the meta of Pokemon. It's just absolutely crazy. So stay tuned to the channel for a lot more TCG action, whether it be PTCGO, Duel Links, or Dragon Ball. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day. You know what time it is, guys. Bye, guys.